Alright. Let's fucking do this thing. This apparently is important. I just got an email. I actually cut a short video on this yesterday. That's not out yet. However, since I just got an email on it, I'm going to go over it. This, as you can see, is from YouTube. So I'm not sure what this is about. Well, important changes that may impact your monetization and content discoverability are coming. Oh, so I guess they're finally admitting that they shadow ban motherfuckers. I think that's the right term. I'm not sure. Starting today, oh fuck, I can't read. Starting today, all creators are required to tell us if their content is made for kids in order to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and or other applicable laws. To help you comply, we are introducing a new audience setting into YouTube Studio. Now, I did notice this last night. So I don't know when this email was just sent to me a couple of minutes ago, but I did notice this yesterday. Now, when you go through to update in your matter of fact, what I'll do, I forgot I can screen share. Give me a minute here. Let me pull up my channel. YouTube Studio. Okay. All right. I keep forgetting I can't. I forgot how to do it. Okay. Some of the screens that you share audio. Screen share. We'll share the audio just in case. This should be the one. Right. Okay. Beautiful. So when you go in here and you click update video or upload video rather, here's what I'm gonna do. Hold on a second. Where did I stick it? I put it somewhere. Is this it? I don't know. Nope. That ain't it. We gotta find it. We gotta find it. I have it some fucking place. Dude, I have too much shit. I have to delete more stuff. I don't know what I did with what. What is this? No, I don't think that's it. Nope. Because I don't have that head anymore. Where the fuck did I put it? Did I stick it in here? I think I lost it. I'm pretty sure I lost it. That's what I did. Good for me. Good for me and good for everybody, right? You fucking jerk off. What's this? I just recorded it last night. Did I delete it by accident? How much you want to bet I fucking deleted it by mistake? Okay, but you know what? We're just gonna pick a random video so I can show you this. So here's what we do. You want to upload new shit, right? You make stuff. You want to do. What the fuck? What did I just do? No. Okay, so we're taking this. Now you can see this fucking screen pops up. Give it a title. You know, we don't want to give away. We don't want to give away the whole video. So look, while it's uploading, now down here, you can see this, right? I think you can. Down here now, underneath all this shit, under your thumbnail, now it gives you, is a video made for kids. And apparently this is what the thing is about. Now you can go into further options and you can restrict your videos so that they're only seen by viewers that are over 18 years old. Now I have no idea how the fuck do they figure out who's 18 and who isn't, because anybody can lie while they're making a fucking account. So I don't know what that's about. But I restricted my videos and I said no, it's not for kids. So that's what I did. Oh, now I forget how to do it. Okay, up here. Beautiful. All right, so now back to the fucking email. Depending on the amount made for kids content on your channel, you can set your audience at either channel level. What are you looking for? I don't have it. For those who are set at what the fuck? Depending on the amount of made for kid content on your channel, you can set your audience at either the channel level or the video level. For those who are setting at the channel level, it's just one click. All right, so in other words, that means you could literally go video by video and you can click this one where I don't know, reading a book, where I'm reading The Cat in the Hat is a fucking kids video, and this one where I'm talking about handies and blowies is not a children's video. You choose. You could choose either one if you want to, but I'm just going to get ahead of all of it and put in now that it's not for children. Not that I needed to say that. Anybody who has watched anything on this channel should know I don't think there's a single thing that I've ever done that made it friendly for children. These changes are required as part of a settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission and the New York Attorney General, and will help you comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and or other applicable laws. Now, here's what I don't understand. Why you already have a children's YouTube? Why you gotta go fucking with our shit? Well, because nobody uses it? Because kids are just going on regular YouTube because they figured out that y'all block content from them? Kids get around it. I got news for you. I've seen it. I've watched it happen. My nephew couldn't get to Jacksepticeye on kids' YouTube, so he hijacked regular YouTube and went on a fucking twisty nipple adventure, man. I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. We know these changes won't be easy for some creators, and that this requires change. That this required change is going to take some time to get used to, but there are important steps to ensure compliance with the law. Please read more below to understand your legal obligation and the impact the choices that may have on your channel. Starting today, all creators are required to mark their content as made for kids or not made for kids in the YouTube studio. Starting in January, we will limit the data that we collect on made for kids content to comply with the law. This means that we will disable personalized ads on this content, which affects the revenue for creators making content for kids, as well as certain features like comments, notifications, and others. You may see some small changes as we experiment and refine with our system over the next few months. For a full list of effects, go here. We will go there. Everyone is screwed. Pretty much, I think so, is what they're telling us. Now we're we're gonna go down the full list because look, I already reached out and I know she's not gonna get back to me, but I reached out to Nerdy Crafter and Markiplier because apparently that motherfucker had a deal where it popped up in my algorithm, so I seen it. Someone mentioned YouTube got sued for $1 billion. That's why they made these changes. I wouldn't doubt it. I wish I would have sued them for $1 billion. Then, can you imagine how much better my life would be, dude? It would be fucking insane. I mean, I would still want to be low level. That's a whole different thing. You know what we got to do? I got to write this down somewhere. What would you do if you hit the lottery? What would you change in your life? That's a conversation that we should have, and what you should not change in your life. These changes are required as a part of a settlement with the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. You already said that. Regardless of your location, we are required to ask you to set your videos as made for kids if they fall into that category. Please make these settings as soon as possible. We also use machine learning systems to help us find content that is clearly made for kids, but do not rely on our systems to set content for you. Like all automated system, ours is not perfect, which goes back to the Markiplier thing, because apparently he had a live stream where he was telling people, put this emoji on if you want me to do this thing, or put this one on if you want me to do that thing. And people were getting people's accounts have been permanently banned and suspended because YouTube's machine recognized it as spam. Now, I know from personal experience, I may not have the level of chat that Markiplier has. However, I talk to people in the comment section, as you know, Demos knows, or Joe knows as another person. Will, I've talked to back and forth. Danielle, I've talked to back and forth. You know, a bunch of people. You know, that one guy, Darkness and Eternal Snow, whatever your fucking awesome name is. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But that dude, and there's been times where people have been flagged as spam. We're having a back and forth conversation, and people will get flagged and say, if you keep on commenting, we're going to take down your deal, which is fucked up because I'm trying to have a conversation with this person. You should be able to tell the difference between what spam is and when two people are going back and forth having a conversation. But it's a fucking computer. What do you expect? Now this is where we get into the deal. Why did I hit up Nerdy Crafter as well? I'll get to that in a second. We cannot provide specific legal advice. That's never a good sentence. You don't want anything to start out with the words, we cannot provide any legal advice. Man, what am I doing? I could pull this up in my fucking email. I'm an idiot and I'm reading it off of my phone like a dunce. So give me a second. I'll pull it up. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. I have it. Thank you. Oh, shit. Where did I go? Where am I at? I'm a couple of paragraphs down. What is made for kids content? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there it is. I have it. Now I can share it. Screen share. Screen share. Share. I think we got it. Yeah. Okay. Now I go back. Okay. We cannot provide specific legal advice, but according to the FTC's guidance, a video is a child directed, which we call made for kids, if it is directed to children as the primary audience, videos for preschoolers, is directed to children, but children are a secondary audience, i.e., cartoon video that primarily targets teenagers, but is also intended for kids. Where's my hat? Does that mean that I can't wear this anymore? That means I can't wear this anymore because it's a fucking cartoon character, and that movie is a movie that a kid could watch. By waving this around, does that mean that this is all of a sudden made for kids? Because it's fucking not. It's ridiculous. Do I gotta retire my Magic School Bus hoodie because that was a child show? Now, there was one thing we wanted to look at. Learn about these factors and determine if your content is considered made for kids here. We know this won't be easy, and we're going to repeat ourselves. For a list of the full features, go here. Let's go. And by the way, we're just going to sit and we're going to wait, because what's going to wind up happening is another service like YouTube is going to come. And they're going to take over, and people are going to switch. That's what's going to wind up happening. And then YouTube is not going to be, they're going to be the fucking Hulu of where people go and watch videos. And I know there's Vimeo, but I'm not paying. Fuck that shit. The fuck out of here. There's just no way. There's no way. I have to rewatch that before I post it publicly. Okay. We already read that. Now, why is it set your channel's audience? Okay, we did that. What happens when your content is set to made for kids? What do I do? What do I do if my video says that it's made for kids, but I disagree? If you haven't set your video's audience yet, YouTube may set this for you. Yeah, okay, if you disagree with how it's designated, however, you can still change the audience setting in most cases. So basically, from what I understand, is they're saying, oh, you don't think that it's made for kids? Too fucking bad, because we do. We think that it is. Okay. Determining not what it was supposed to, this is not what it was supposed to show me. I don't think. It was supposed to be something else. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll just get out of that. And good, it stopped screen sharing. So I hit her up. I commented on a video that she made, because Jen watches her shit. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you a story. That's a fucking, it's a fact. She watches her content. So when it pops up on the television that this girl is talking about YouTube rules, I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta sit in for this one. I gotta watch this, because what is considered YouTube rules and changes affects me as well, even though I'm not doing the same shit. So she went on like a 20-minute deal, and she had some guy who used to be an attorney, who I guess is not practicing anymore, go into an interview type of a deal, like the abomination that I did with BCHQ. They did the same thing, except theirs was well executed, while our adventure was fucking horrendous. It was terrible. But I wanted to give, and I'm serious about this, man. I wanted to give them the option to have a long form to be able to speak, right? I do a podcast. I don't draw shit. I don't make art stuff. right? But it doesn't matter, because if you remember a couple of weeks back, let me screen share again. Come on, which one is it? I don't know. Channel videos. Share it. Share it. Share it. This one, this one I gotta rewatch. Dude, if you have not seen that, if you have not seen that yet, you need to go to BCHQ's channel and go watch his reaction to Ginger's Outlander. I laugh so fucking hard, dude. It's not even funny. It's not even funny how hard that made me laugh, dude. I was crying. I was crying in my seat. I was sitting here wiping tears from my eyes because I was laughing so hard at how upset he was. It was great. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. Oh my god, stop it. I'm tearing again already, and I haven't even watched it yet. But dude, check this out. You already know him. Look, I had an idea. You know what would be cool if I put uh art shit in the video, right? That would be a smart thing to do, because then it would give you all the opportunity to have something to look at, and I can work the podcast into the video. Apparently, I can't do that anymore, because anything that is considered arts and crafts, drawing, anything that has to do with cartoon characters is all considered children's content. Hashtag, I'm starting a hashtag now. Hashtag fuck the children. They're the same people that they hold on to when they're talking about not legalizing weed. It's for the children. You can't do arts and crafts videos because of the children. How in the world are documentaries going to be labeled third world countries with everyone's Franken beans and biddies hanging out, and they're digging themselves a hole? Well, that's a good point. I mean, for years, dude, National Geographic would have an African lady on the front cover with her tits out in a doctor's office. Nobody said shit. Nobody said shit, because it wasn't considered pornography, because it was a fucking magazine where you're supposed to read and learn shit. Like, here's a set of titties. How do you feel about that? Well, I mean, I don't know. You got to give me a couple of. I got to look at it a few different ways, see how I feel about it. You know, but I wanted to give them the opportunity to come on here and talk about this shit in a long form, where they don't have to worry about doing quick cuts every 5 fucking seconds to keep somebody's attention, and they can actually make their points valid points and have something to reference back to. Like, dude, and to address the comment before I forget, you know, that is a good point. And here's what I would assume. I'm not YouTube, but I would assume how they would justify that is they would say because it's in a film, in a film word that I can't think of right now, because of the way that it's set up, it's not meant to be advertised towards children, so we don't have to worry about that. However, a lot of documentaries, I would imagine, are rated G, right? Like, the entire family can watch them, but you got fucking dick, balls, and boobs hanging out everywhere. So who the fuck knows? But, look, man, I'm one guy. Obviously, there's somebody bigger than me that can get these people to go on to their show, and they would actually do it because the numbers are behind them. What they all don't realize is, as content creators, every single one of us should fucking be able to come together on this, right? we all have a different style, the way that we create things. And what you think is cool, I might think is dumb, and vice versa. Maybe you don't think what I do is funny at all. Whatever. It's not the point. The point is not whether or not I like your content or you like mine. It's the point that this platform thinks that it could do whatever the fuck it wants, and we're all supposed to just bend over and take it. That's the whole point. And if we don't all stick together on this thing, they're going to know that they have the ability to do that, dude. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all want to do. Maybe y'all got your Patreons already, or however the fuck it is that people get paid now through YouTube. I don't have a financial stake in any of this. I don't see a fucking red penny from doing this at all. It's not about money. It's about trying to limit somebody's creativity. You know, YouTube would be a real fucking boring place if the only thing that was on YouTube was people getting hit by cars or whacked in the nuts with some shit. And that was all that it was. The fact that there's such a variety of things is what makes this a cool place to be. And now they're trying to take the one thing that makes it unique and ruin it. It's stupid and don't make any sense. Honestly, I think the only person that might be safe in this whole disaster is the Craftman. I think that's the only guy who's going to pull out of this without a problem, because he don't curse in his videos, at least not that I have ever seen. Nobody has any idea what he looks like, which is great for content creation. I wish that I would have thought of that, but Facebook already had me, so it didn't really matter anyway. And he's making things that can. I don't think his videos are necessarily even directed towards children, but a kid could watch that. A kid could watch his channel and there would be no problem with it, because he doesn't say or do anything crazy. He's just making shit, but I don't know, man. I think he's the only one. Matter of fact, I'm curious. Let's go. Let's take a field trip real fast. Once again, give me the box. Wait, which one is it? They both say video details now. Shit. We'll do this one. Which one is it? Is this the one? Yep. Okay, good. Now we're going to go. We're going to go to YouTube. Oh, shit. There I am. Look, you click on one fucking video, dude. Hold on. Where's he at? I know here he is. I'm curious to see now, if I click on one of his videos, is it going to be like, this is restricted? I thought I watched this one and this one. I watched both of those. I don't know why it's showing that I didn't watch them, but let's just click on it and see.
Hello and welcome to the Craftsman Show. My name is your
host, the Craftman. Yeah.
Craft. In today's video, we
come on, man. You can't fuck with that. Here's a puppet. Here's a puppet with a hand in his ass, and you was gonna label it as sexual. Well, you know how he could fight it, dude. It could be like, hey, don't be talking. Don't label my sexual preferences, okay? If I want a grown man's hand up my ass, that's my goddamn business. Give me a letter and shut the fuck up. Now I'm gonna do my goddamn videos because you don't want to see me in court, son. Ridiculous, dude. It's wild. It's wild. That might be the only guy. And I don't even know if he intentionally did it like that because he was aiming his channel towards kids. Honestly, I would love to get him on the podcast but I'm not even going to bother to try because I know that's not going to happen. I mean, there's no sense in it. Plus, he don't come off like the type of dude that is much for long form conversations, So I don't want to fuck with it. I'll keep my distance. I watch everything the fucking dude does, which he just came out with a new video yesterday. If you don't know, you better fucking get up on that, man. But I kind of wonder if he made it so that he's directed towards kids with the puppet. Was that the whole idea behind it, or was it to protect his identity so he could he's like the Marshmallow Man guy, that DJ dude, the Marshmallow guy. He's like that guy where his channel could explode. Not that it's not already, because it's got a decent following as it is. But I'm saying, even if he became a viral sensation, he could go anywhere and nobody would know who he was. I mean, sure, you may be able to recognize the voice, but I think even the voice is slightly put on. I think he's an introvert, not a people person, but still wants to teach things. I think so too. I agree with that 100%. Although one of my favorite things that he ever said was, if you get lost in the woods, all you need to do is pull a knife out and start sharpening it, and just sharpen it and sharpen it and sharpen it. And sooner or later, somebody's going to come by and be like, hey, you're doing that the wrong way. And then you can ask them how to get directions out of the woods that you're lost in, and everything will be okay. Talk about fucking shitty people in the comments, which was hilarious. Like, that's the way you should do it. It's really funny, man. I don't know. Apparently, this is a thing now. I mean, I'm not I'm not getting paid anyway. So does it matter if I put art onto my shit? What are they gonna do? Demonetize me? I don't get paid as it is. So what difference really does it make? Right? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to lose the channel, but at the same time, if it's clearly not directed towards kids. If I set my channel settings to 18 and over, she should be able to draw whatever the fuck she wants, and I can put it up on the channel. It's not directed towards kids. Big difference between the two things. However, I'm not sure. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know what all is going to happen now. I would like to think that this shit would get fixed. I would like to believe that. However, I don't. I don't think it's going to get fixed. I think a whole bunch of people are going to get fucked. And eventually, everybody is just going to move up the platform entirely. Which, since we're on the subject of platforms, Anchor was just bought by Spotify. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for me, but since we're going through boring shit, let me see if I can pull that up. Shit. Where was it? It might not even be in this email. It might be in my other one. Let's take a look. That's the other thing too, dude. Apple needs to fucking Apple, you need to get your life together, man. Because I don't know how to change the category that my podcast is in. So I don't understand why you keep telling me that you can change shit. Do I not have the email anymore? I guess I don't. Yeah, confirm it, man. I guess I don't have the email anymore. Right, just curious if 18 plus will get your channel blacklisted with the dildo testers. That's true. That is true. Wait, who said it? Okay. Let's get out of this. We're going to check one other box. Wait, I already had that one loaded. Unless I deleted it like a jerk off, which would not surprise me. The only reason why I'm not sharing it yet is because there's a whole lot of shit in here that would give out way too much personal information. Not that I'm anybody, but somebody could easily take this info and use it to probably steal my information, as if they couldn't already. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I deleted it. I don't know, man. That sucks. Either I'm pretty sure Spotify bought Anchor. So I don't know how that changes shit for me, but we'll find out. Also, maybe I should wait to put this video out. It's I think I'm putting too much shit. Plus I want to give his channel a moment to fucking take it in. You know? For anybody that let's see where he is. Let's see where he's at. Real quick. And then we'll end this fucking live stream. But hold on. Nope, that was the wrong one. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Whatever. We're here now. Let's just do it. I was going through. If you're wondering what the fuck are you doing, working on another podcast. There we go. All right, so he's got 100. Apparently, well, that's the other thing I wanted to ask also before I forget, which is apparently you're supposed to put hashtags in your description box. I was not aware of that. I've been fucking up this entire time. So I'm going to start doing that and we'll see if it works. In the meantime, if Nerdy Crafter or Markiplier or Alice Little happen to get back to me, which don't hold your breath for any of those people for a variety of reasons. And this is also an open invitation for any other YouTube creator who may be affected by these changes. If you have some shit that you want to say about this, you can hit me up at Laughing Birds on Twitter, at Laughing Birds Pod on Instagram. You can email me. You can find the email in the about page on the fucking YouTube, bro. Whatever you want to do, you could do it that way. If you got some shit you want to say, you want me to pass along the message for you, I could do that shit. I'm just saying, man. It's not just for the point that I'm trying to make is you don't have to have 1 million subscribers to say your fucking piece. I don't care if 8 people are subscribed to your channel or 100,000 people are subscribed to your channel. If this shit affects you and you got some shit that you want to say, I'm more than willing to help you out and give you the opportunity to get that message across, man. Even though, I'm nobody, just like the rest of all of you are nobody. But we can make this shit change. If there's enough of us that don't just take this laying down, we can make them change the rule and be like, all right, look, you can do art or unboxing reviews, and they don't have to be directly marketed towards children if that's not the demographic that you're after. Because look, here's the argument right here. Family Guy is a cartoon. Does that mean that you should aim that towards children? That show is nowhere close to appropriate for a child to watch. Arthur and Family Guy are not the same thing. The only way that those two things are connected is that they're both cartoons. Completely different shit. So why is it that an art channel, a channel that reviews things, you know what I mean? Why does it automatically have to be lumped in with everything else? It's stupid and it doesn't make sense. So I said my piece. Catch you all Saturday. Numbers game. That's 3 days from now. That's it. Oh, yeah. Also, rate the podcast, please. iTunes, somewhere. If you're listening to it on a podcast platform, even if you're listening to it on YouTube, find a podcast platform that you like. Spotify, iTunes, Anchor, and rate it on that platform. Leave a comment, tell me to go fuck myself. It doesn't matter. It just makes it more visible for other people to see it, which in turn will help the audience and the podcast grow. That's all. Don't cost you a dime. But there is a tip jar if you feel so inclined that you want to fucking do something about it. Other than that, whatever, man. Saturday, laughing at birds. See you then. Well, you will hear from me then. You won't see me.